Discord. Whoops. Honestly, I should rig that up into the launch applications flow, because I just forget. Like, seriously, why? Anyway, today's stream is Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Here I am tripping over myself because, as per usual, I didn't prep any lines. Big lores. And there we go. Let me get the game up and running. Oh, that was good. I could rig it up so if I don't have everything up and running 20 minutes before stream, I could have it auto trigger it. And I just had a moment where I just had to. Anyway. There it is. Endwalkies. Also, I gotta shut the door. Let me log in. Let me log the... What? Okay, I really need to see if I can do anything with my tablet here because it's in the way. While I'm logging in, I'm gonna shut the door. 3, 2, 1. Anyway, here I am once again. And yes, I have changed the attire a little between streams. This is what I was planning to have Kene'zi wear when we boarded that ship we saw last time. And as for the Splatfest results, unfortunately it was a loss. Still, I had a blast. Still, it's a blast. Anyway, as you can see, we are currently in the center of the Talmazine. There's the gateway to the live stream. That's the ship. Let's see what Fortuno has to say first. Once you are below, you should proceed for the Aitiascope to the central observatory. That is where the objective lens is located. We can manipulate it to direct an ethereal current deeper into the sea. Though I shall assist you in every way possible, this is your journey to make. When you are ready, I bid you step forth. Anyway, let's go. Party of NPCs. Whose turn is it?
My turn.
Just kidding. Okay, I am bringing... who shall I bring? Who shall I bring? I'm tempted to just leave the twins out of it for the moment.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
I'm bringing Thancred, Urianger, and Yustola.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Because we need magic deeps. That should be good. We're going with Thancred, Urianger, and Yustola for the initial dive. So here we go. Uh-oh. The Aitiascope. Well, that's a problem. Floor 2. Duties
All
commenced.
seems in order with the lens. And I trust you can hear me?
Loud and clear, Cryle.
Those things are pure malcontent. The residue of lives unfulfilled.
Two and 4. It's a sinking resentment. Woo! Wow, we just flopped it. It just flopped down. I had this feeling. Oh my, that goes deep. Sinking cynicism, sinking arrogance. Come on, draw the... Come on, Thancred, pull them. Of course you won't, you stolen. You're mine. It's a sinking feeling. I know, but it looks like it hurts. Okay, what do we have here? Rivalry. Of course it's red and blue. And I immediately start burning this guy down. Yeah, sure it is. Are you sure it's your turn, Thancred? Because it kinda looks like it's mine. No loot here. I'm seeing some fire. What's this? Ilbert! Oh, look who we have here. Sloppy! It's the Sloppy Man! Sloppy. Sloppy. In a rush of familiar wisdom, memory of a principled scion takes forms. His ether, Papalimo. This will. Make ready. It's Papalimo. I'm afraid about Lee Cedar. She is just fine. Take this from me. Well, Livia!
Shall overcome this.
I thought we moved past this. Very depravity she shows in the waking sands. Surprise! Warders? Yep. Anagia Klein. I yield to you. Surprise. Oh, you'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. Stack up on your Stola. Gloves are off. Anagia. Oh. Don't think. Oh, they. Oh, Olivia, you poor misguided soul. You think I haven't figured you out yet? Odieramo? Nigniso Amoris. A yummy Von stack. It's not a soul out there. Lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You gotta never let it go. You only have one shot. Do not miss it. Anagia bites. Anagia bites. There we go. Oh, hello. Whose turn is it anyway? Oh yes, my turn. Release thy passions for thine own sake. May you be cleansed by the tide.
Of ether. It will guide you.
Next up, we're going deeper, aren't we?
The ether is too dense. I'm losing you.
Don't worry, Kryl. The abyssal plane. Read from desire. Na 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 na. Look at that, we're doing damage. There's a loot. Sinking partiality.
Together we shall overcome this.
Wait! Narasha familiar? Mobrina! Strength to move forward. She'll always be there for you. I would imagine somewhere around here is where... Harshifa! The Helldrive House Fortin. Von down, damage up, let's go! Do not look at me so, a smile better suits a hero. You know, I'm tempted for the edit I'm gonna do for this, for today's stream. Because yes, today's stream is edited. I'm probably gonna go ahead and add in voice lines of the characters that helped out.
Ready.
That's it, you sinking ascension. You're alone. And that means you're ripe for the picking. Get the loot. Another bracelet of healing. Who is this gonna be? Ritartin! My life belonged to the Empire and still holding to his principles in a way, I suppose. Fulfill my duty ere I rest. I must! The gloves are off. Yeah, no. Not today. Uh-oh. Tartarian impact. Exhalation. Shrapnel shell. Uh-oh. Let's check, let's check, let's check. Just keeping up time. Look at that. Uh-oh.
Together we shall overcome this.
Wait, when did I get a Vuln stack? I'm gonna... Lord Van Belsa, again, I fail you. Well, up next, more. The light, it's her. Who is it gonna be? My turn!
Gloves are off.
The gloves are indeed off. Let's get moving, gang. It's ice hot. I knew we would meet her here. She was always on those. Minfilia! Oh, it's Minfilia! Hey! Get out of here, you son of a gun! No words. No words. Shite. More damage. Dang it. I shouldn't have hit the Tenchigen. Thank you. It's you! It's been so long! I'm certain she knows. There she goes. Into the live stream. As is her wont, she's carried this team so hard over the years. Surprised we haven't seen Ice Hawk yet. And again, that might come later. What do you do with the party? Remember, Ariane, if we're up, that means if our party is doing well enough, that means no needs to heal. For what does that do when the party's full health? Or even halfway up and standing. That's right, DPS the bad guys. No, I won't pay a sub. But when the fight takes too long, that's wrong.
Together we shall overcome.
Thanks for the damage up, Ariane. There we go. Who might we find down here? Oh, cutscene. Well.
Stubborn to the last. But this is as far as you go. Oblivion beckons!
Always a man for theatrics, weren't you, Amon? Or would you rather be called Hans? Expected this in retrospect.
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far. You will persist in this folly no longer.
Pandaga Forte.
The stage is set.
And the curtain rises. Ah! Right, Viraga Forte. truck.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Is that a... Is that enrage already? Hey! Never mind, there is Ice Heart. Thanks for the save.
What a boorish audience you are.
What was that for?
Together we shall overcome this.
Look, this is a good reason for you to stay dead, Amon. Because I've been looking forward to this. Damn it. Kontrakte. To the edge. Dagger Forte. And down you go.
Lies. All lies. Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies.
You have lived for far longer than any man should have the right to live. You've outlived you. Yet you possess. Hey, look, there's everyone! Hey, good job. Baller. And the tiny troll. Let's see what Alphanos say. Hydaelyn. Such was the strength of her faith in us. Life's a struggle, but it's worth. It's no lie. Some things can't be washed away. I can yet sense yet a presence. This is becoming tiresome. He's not gone. There we go. We are balling out. But here we go. We're very deep down. Not good. This man doesn't know when to give up.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Do I get a line? Oh,
Leave this to him.
thank you for stopping her for now.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
No.
Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Oh, you. Have you any memories of Meteon?
How would you know that name?
Of course you don't know. You erased your memories. Or meeting. Look at what you did, Hermes. You fucked up a perfectly good bird.
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Aitiascope. The final pieces fall into place.
And now you finally remember.
In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories.
Is that so? Tell me
But
more.
slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis,
And I.
and I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Daniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul.
No wonder.
Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Daniel to the next. I wonder, is Aitiascope adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis?
Who knows? Maybe.
How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth.
If so.
I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all?
Yeah. That is, in fact,
We
the ultimate
betray.
question.
We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution!
Is
That is my truth. My answer to the question. And yet,
and yet.
even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end?
Look at you.
Was this the only way?
Oh,
After all these years,
is he finally figuring it out?
is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Van still clinging to existence, I see.
Asahi?
You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns.
Asahi? Is that you?
Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Asahi?
Hey, Asahi, how you doing?
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Please, stand still. I want to beat the shit out of you.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages.
Hey.
If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Oh, well.
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion,
and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
Well. Next time, we will find the answer together.
Even here, even now, you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was, for the monster I became. But I will not beg forgiveness. A tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much,
Yet understood
yet
so
understood so little, ends here.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Rest well, Asahi.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
Oh, there's the next set of stairs. Well, onwards. I
Come.
think
Hydaelyn is waiting.
I. I believe she wants to see us. I'm gonna go gameplay only for a second.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
We meet again, Vinar.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge.
Slightly out of sync, but here I am.
I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless that our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Aetheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being, and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong.
On that we agree.
Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure.
That's Aristinian.
As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
So,
Hark!
Oh. You want another bout?
Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Prove ourselves worthy, then. Sounds straightforward enough.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alright then.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
Bring it on. And there we have the Mother Crystal. During this quest, and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to take this trial. When using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of scions. Some of these allies' roles will differ from those you are normally able to select. Additionally, you may now enter the Aitiascope with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. That's right. This is the first time you can enter a trial with NPC. And luckily enough, we already have enough people to make a full party. That's right. Here we go. Look, in this case, Graha is going into the Paladin role. He's going to, I think, either off tank or main tank. I don't know which of the two they are. These two, if Vanguard or Graha is the main tank, or who of the two is the main tank. Alphino is obviously locked in as Sage. Urianger is locked in as Astrologian. Y'shtola is currently the sorceress. So which is technically Black Mage. Something's wrong. So, let's fight Hydaelyn. The Mother Crystal. Divine Light. Hydaelyn. Oh, yes.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
Bring it on. Do your worst. Thancred! Graha!
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
Okay, Graha is the off-tank. Good to know.
Hold still. Make ready.
A change of arms. May the test continue.
Dawn Mantle. What?
We're near or far.
I will not hold back.
And now this.
That was a tank buster stack.
You underestimate me.
Okay, 2.
Light unyielding.
You're mine.
Magos is radiant.
This will hurt.
By blade.
Shite.
Something special for you.
She hits like a semi-truck. Dawn Mantle.
Hold still.
Dancer.
Make ready.
We're near or far.
This will hurt. Might.
Dawn Mantle. Change stance. She's gonna.
By blade. Crystals of light. To me.
Uh-oh. Here comes the... What is she planning? The elements in perfect alignment.
Here.
Feel!
The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think.
Here, feel, think.
And find your way in the darkness.
Look at that, we're shredding them down. Guys! Get as much of your mitts up as possible.
Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Come on. I'll be free!
You are resolved.
Something special for you.
But this test is far from over. By crystal's light, let's give them a show. Light unyielding.
You survived the attack by virtue of your strength of will.
Refulgence eternal.
Uh-oh. Come on, give me the numbers. Okay, she switched to dancer. Dang it! Oh, will to live actually.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
Heroes is radiant.
Change of arms. May the test continue.
Dawn Mantle indicates that it's going to be a change in role. Musa's Mantle means deeps. DPS. Since Hydaelyn is in a DPS stance.
And now this.
Okay, hit me with some goddamn clemency. Oh, but no.
By blade.
And there goes the will. There goes the strength of will stack.
Something special for you.
Light unyielding.
Away with you!
What we need to do is just burn down the health bar.
Allow me.
By blade.
Heroes Mantle indicates that.
Crystals of light. To me.
Okay. What is she planning? The elements in perfect alignment.
Here.
Feel. Think.
The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think. Find your way in the darkness.
I am literally the only one still dealing damage during that. It's like they all don't have the deal 1 damage button.
I will not hold back.
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Graha tank. That's a good tanking stance. That was good tanking stance
You
there.
are resolved.
Away with you!
But this test is far from over. By crystal's light. We're near
Red.
or far.
I will not hold back.
We're high or low.
I will not hold back.
Okay, we are in.
Light unyielding.
Stone free, are you doing, huh?
Refulgence eternal.
Watch where it splits, Alize.
You underestimate me. You underestimate me.
Make ready.
Allow me.
By blade.
Fred. And there goes my penultimate strength with will.
Succumb not to fear.
You underestimate me.
Could that be? What a flight. Are you kidding me?
You underestimate me.
can't we see her buffs? We just see her stance, but that's it. Spread. Oriange, please stop standing in my puddle. Ow, 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 ow. How much power do you need? Yes. She really is just throwing everything she's got at us, huh? Oh, she's gone into deep. Ah, there goes my final strength, my final will to live. So now we need to drill her down. Fast. And down she goes. And that's game, Hydaelyn.
At last, man has the strength to
face despair. Da da da. Never thought we'd end up fighting Hydaelyn herself. I trust her still in one piece. Okay, I need to get Alize's line here. Never mind. So dense. How would go down in history? Were there anyone but us to tell the tale? Hope that'll suffice. It would appear we have proven equal to the challenge. Estinian. All in a day's work. I go around just to not disturb. Oh, I've got mail. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and...
No, this can't be happening.
Oh, but it can.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled. to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought.
No more shall man have wings to bear
When
him.
confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars.
Oh, a MacGuffin.
Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
And thus,
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal, our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer.
all right.
Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned.
Handsome.
Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze. to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the crystal of Azum, yes?
Yes, I do.
As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself.
Don't tell me this is a jobstone.
I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, for it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished.
Well,
Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
we will find our way, Vinar.
Of this, I have no doubt. For yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
Rianje? 'Tis fortunate that Fortuno have kept Livingway apprised of our progress. We require the Loporritz's aid more than ever. A bit small for a welcoming party, but I've never been one for crowds. If Dynamis is ruled by emotion, perhaps prayer has more tangible results than I suspected. Albeit ones that are not always obvious to us. In which case, we may hope that Hydaelyn wishes to continue to move the hearts of men as they set forth time and time again. Anyway, hi. Far be it from me to refute Hydaelyn's own words. Yet even if her actions were neither kind nor just, we can yet give them a nobler meaning. We can make her faith the salvation of mankind. She and Hydaelyn were two of a kind, weren't they? Full of love for the star and its people, always holding to hope for our future. Alize, I will keep Hydaelyn's words in my heart, as Talisman and Lodestone both. Alfino? She has given us all she can. We must share what we know with Father and the Loporrit at once, that it might not go to waste. Thank goodness! I would have never forgiven myself if any of you had come to harm. Well, kinda did. Kene'zi, did you get Hydaelyn? Pray tell, how is she? Yes. Fortuno? I'm glad to see you well. Though we could roughly place your souls deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your ether near the end gave me quite the fright. What in the world happened? We had to fight Hydaelyn. She wanted us to prove our strength, to see this through to the end. You mean to say Hydaelyn is... No, there's no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Hydaelyn's will without delay. We'll find Meteion if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal. That is. The fancy navigatory one. Oh no, I just accidentally triggered ads again. Oh well, the animation still runs, so. Alright, here it is. To the edge of the universe, where congregates the despair of countless stars. You are determined to see this through? We are. Should words fail us, we will fight. To the bitter end. I know it pains you to accept this. Would that I need to ask nothing more of you. Yet we have only two means to travel to the great expanse, the moon and the Sharlayan's Ark. I'm all too aware that without both of them there will be no exodus. But nevertheless, I beg you to honor the agreement we made. The Forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not rescind it even if I wanted to. As it happens, I do not, and would do all within my power to aid your cause. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Proving oneself to Hydaelyn is never easy, and despite our unparalleled genius, we'll need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. You can chart a course for the Sea of Stars in a single day. Ye gods! Shall we head above ground for some fresh air then, and perhaps a nap? Speaking of which, I will go ahead and do one necessary change. One change that I need to do, because apparently it reset to a different hairstyle. And surely the one I had selected is also available for Aura. Aha! I've been expecting you! I heard about your foray into the ethereal sea. The students have ventured far and wide, but Never quite so deep as that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea, dizziness, hauntings? Well, have a pleasant sleep. If you do experience any unusual phenomena, please let me know. I shall add it to our records. Ba 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 ba. The moon is a spaceship. What is the dream? Huh? Wait.
There you are.
Emmett?
Some time, indeed. Yes. For you, at least.
It's okay. Is that you?
Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well. You too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder. Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
What was that? Huh? It's daytime already? I need to do something real quick. Faster in your arms. There's the bell. Hydaelyn, I need you. As once did this very realm from the darkest depths of unseemly ugliness, shall you rise anew. Prepare yourself. This is the... Please, mind the horns, they're sensitive. Mind the horns, please. Dang it, I cannot select a pinned hairstyle. I'm just gonna return to this one. Because why not? What? I once stood at the shovel. Excuse me? There we go. Take a screenshot for the FC mates. Final Fantasy 14. Come on, load the folder. Andron door. A bold decision. XIV. 1707-2026. Tataru. A great many of the helping hands that delivered the adamantite are still here in Sharlayan, and I, for one, couldn't be happier. Between the ether burner to be refurbished, supplies to be transported, and meals to be prepared, we need all the assistance we can get. Even Lord Manalain has been doing his part, albeit at a snail's pace. Still, it's the thought that counts. But a bit more effort wouldn't go amiss. A bold decision. Krile has urgent news. Kene'zi, I trust you've had a good rest. An envoy of Master Fortuno's arrived not long ago with a message. The Lockbrits have determined Meteon's location. We've been asked to gather at the Rostra. I'll meet you there, along with the others. Yes. Suddenly, lizard. All of the sudden, lizard. There's the group. Since the final days first manifested, we've been tested as never before. Even more so in your case. Let me just screenshot that one. Nevertheless, our work is far from over. We cannot afford to falter now, not when the end is in sight. How did you sleep? Well, I should hope. It's like the last opportunity we'll have to take a proper rest for quite some time. I probably could have done with a few more winks myself. Ugh. I'm gonna also send that into the FC. Ugh. The thought of what's going to come was keep me awake, you see. So I ought to do a bit of research. Hoping I might eventually feel weary enough to doze off. But before I realized, it was already morning. No need to scold me, I already regret it, and probably will only feel that regret more keenly as the day wears on. Nope. Y'shtola? Hydaelyn, the heart of the star, is gone. And yet, on the morrow, the sun will rise, and life will go on. And yet, on the morrow, the sun will rise and life will go on. When I look upon Sharlayan and its idyllic surrounds, there are moments when her absence feels unreal, as do the final days. Would that it were so. I fear our recent travails within Labyrinthos and the Ethereal Sea have taken their toll on my mind. For last night I received a visitor in my dreams, Moonbreeder. A vision not of the woman she was, but the woman she would have become. Not feeling any ill effects from the Aitiascope, are you? After playing test subject for those new Etherites, even the mention of ether sickness makes me feel a little queasy. Yes. I could say it's had an effect. While the forum's not here in its entirety to brood and glare at us. Master Bonnier's presence alone is enough to put me on edge. What took you so long? We had much to discuss and scant time to do it. If you would know the reason for this assembly, you'd better ask Master Leveilleur. Before coming, I thought to inquire after our comrades abroad. It seems that the effects of the final days have been observed further and further north of Garlemald. For a blessing, those regions are largely uninhabited. But in any event, we mustn't misinterpret this as a geographical spread. There's no telling where in the world the phenomenon will strike next, unfortunately. Gods, I can hardly believe the Loporrits managed to find Meteon out there, hidden among the stars. The sheer distances involved are mind-boggling. Fortuno? Oh, I get to move? Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loporrits have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Hydaelyn herself. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. Instant fierce mode. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? Excellent question for you. Excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion system, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad of other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our hyperhopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean? Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loporrits' proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate the moon and resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, in the 11th hour, she would... If in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. There we go. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydaelyn. In you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacius. Nor did your instrumental role in the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Oh. Are the Loporrits willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Etheirys and her people? And its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you'll most certainly have the need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life. An otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Hydaelyn chose us to lead the way to Meteon. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Etheirys until you brought us here, Urianger. And now you're enamored with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions. So I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Do I get a line? We'll avert the final days. Whatever it takes. God, my voice changed. Very well, I shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the arc with the Hyper Hopper. The Loppers will coordinate with the Ilsabot contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. It would seem there's naught to do but rest and prepare. Shall we? Ah. No need to worry about lending a hand with the Hyperhopper. We already have more than enough help. So go and relax while you still can. There is much to be done before the Ark can be made ready for your voyage. Would that I could be afforded time to speak with Alphino and Alize. Alas. I can but pray they find a moment of quiet calm before the journey to come. As you can imagine, not all Forum members were willing to endorse this plan. Though, through no fault of yours, of course. Given what's at stake, it's only natural that opinions are divided. That said, the final decision was reached with an overwhelming majority, much to my surprise. I'll talk to Alpha now. Lizard. Okay, I found him. There's the gang. Estidian? They bid us rest, but I'd rather much find something productive to do. I suppose now is as good a time as any to hone my lance. Not that I've ever found it to be dull. Still, it eases my mind on the eve of battle. The Forum have placed the fate of mankind in our hands. We must not betray their faith. Y'shtola? I should very much like to speak with the Loporits once their work is complete. Tesplain Hydaelyn has entrusted one with a great deal of knowledge. I suspect there is more they could teach us. Graha? Perhaps now I can finish that book I was reading. What? Oh, pay me no mind. I'm sure you have better things to do with the time afforded us. Thancred? A rare opportunity to rest. I say we make the most of it. Alize? I wasn't expecting to have time on our hands. What should we do? In all honesty, I didn't think the Forum would approve this measure. And certainly not by such a large margin. I dare say, though, that Master Forshno's impassioned recounting of your audience with Hydaelyn helped sway the vote. He has a way with words, after all. Where did you think Alphino got it from? Good story. Ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite, though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Hydaelyn deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, Let us trust in her judgment and face Meteon as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We'll be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamists for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest. And make the most of the time we've been afforded. There's Tataru! The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long I started to worry. What did they have to say? Well, they have given their full support. The edge of creation, I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return. And you will return. Actually, Kene'zi, can I borrow you for a moment? Artifact gear? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldesion Annex, alright? Baldesion Annex, alright. Yes. Come with me to the Agora, I have something to show you. Oh, don't tell me this is artifact armor. Welcome, Kene'zi, to the Taru's Boutique. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the Warrior of Light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before. And I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Fabnerian refugees, I decided to set up a shop here in Sharlayan. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works. Perish the thought. Farsaru, how are things coming along? Everything's in order, Mistress Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be her very first patron. Won't you mind waiting here a moment longer? Someone moved a crate. I could have sworn it was there. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. What? There's a side quest over there. Wait for Taru's Boutique to open. Oops. I may have just clicked the middle mouse button. Ow! Bum 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 bum. Fashion. I didn't expect to find you here. Fashion! Hey, Farshan. I imagine Nidana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the Aether burner. this simulacrum too will stay in Sharlayan, while I oversee matters in Radzatan. It's a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Farshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. Can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose, and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Radzatan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It is an opportunity for me as well. Believe you me, your artisans have taught me much about Fafnerian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. Can't wait to see what kind of wonders we'll come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the Forum's decision, of what will soon be attempted. I only hope it was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey unto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail, and restore peace and tranquility to the star. I should like to revisit Radzatan when this is all over. And we would be honored to receive you. There's still much of Radzatan you've yet to see. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. There goes Varshan. Oh, music just cut out. Wait. Varshan is still walking? Where must I go to get a meal of with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Oh, it's a Manor Lane. Well, not so little from my point of view now, but no. Kene'zi, whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I've been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yeah, something with a little more flair, perhaps, fitting a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt it as long as my confinement continues indefinitely. Young Lord Forton says that so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, you must abide here in Sharlayan. Thus do I toil through every fiber of my being, though every fiber of my being rails against it. I have even suffered the company of that brute Sickard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one that granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffered instead for his otherwise welcome absence. Now burdened with extra busy work. I don't know why here, there's no one to prepare my meals. I came here in hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Sharlayan delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. If a hearty meal's what you're after, I'd suggest the last stand. That cafe over on the pier. Their cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for their cooking, then perhaps I shall give it a try. Thank you for your suggestion, and ta-ta for now, old girl. There he goes. He'll be out. And there goes the music again. Third person. It does. Wait, is that Kene'zi and Tataru I spy? There's Hancock. Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Well, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the Northern Seas? Worry not, I will return straightway to Kagane once I have finished. Of course you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me. The industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver for us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru. Fair enough. There is not more than I could do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage. But on your return, I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bokairo Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldenard Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. I appreciate the gesture, but no thank you. A pity. I'm rather fond of the place myself. Nevertheless, I have no doubt we will find another time and cause for celebration soon enough. But let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Till next we meet. Ah, Kene'zi, decided to spend your time at the market, did you? Oh, it's Biggs and Wedge. Tataru! Biggs, Wedge, I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace. Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Hydaelyn and Radzatan has been a rewarding experience. And that's to say nothing of what we've learned from the Loporits. The Ark is unlike anything we've had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. Can't wait for you to see it. I'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Hydaelyn. Alpha! I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need. And I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Hydaelyn. Good thing, too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. It's still hard to believe, though, we have the means to send you off into the great expanse to the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, and yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I'd have missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair. And the privilege of being worked like a card chocobo. Well, there is that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, Kene'zi. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. And one filled with even more adventure. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? It's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. But on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you'd please. Right. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Farsarut from Palaka's Stand. Right, I saw you around. Haven't we met before? Ah, yes. Wasn't it you who helped us Persia? And again, when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged a little more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mistress Tataru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It's only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times, we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Favnir. But we are here today, and are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. How? Because I haven't had this form for a while yet. God, think how far we've come since our humble beginning to the waking sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows. And even a certain insufferable someone at someone's Ruby Bazaar. We were always fortunate to find friends along the way. And when you were swept away to the first, Grahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Oh, yours has been a long, long journey. I've been privileged to watch often with bated breath, as you persevere time and time again. For all the joy we've shared, there's been so much sorrow as well. But I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Thank you, Tataru. That means a whole lot. In addition to your new ensemble, we have ramons and weaponry for every need. So please, feel free to browse our stock. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Sarut. The weapon and gear obtained can be equipped at level 89. However, all item stats will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching 90 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of the role quests associated with said job. Which means job gear, physical DPS, Ninja Rogue. I'll grab Mitsunokami, Hachiya Soman, Hachiya Chainmail, Hachiya Teko, Tsutsuakama, and Hachiya Zori. 3, 2, 1, hit it. Here we go. Undo a type 2 light. And snap. And then I go into portrait mode and snap. Friends gathered. Though delighted by your patronage, Tataru is ready to send you on your way. I realize you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself, and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to the Baldessian Annex, though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I suggest you just speak with Kryle first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Back. I take it you received your gift from Tataru? I'm wearing it. That was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see you'd realized, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they have already taken their leave. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alize and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over the books at Numenor. As for Alphino and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Levier estate, though Estinian seemed somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you have a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I suggest heading to the last stand before Y'shtola and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into a battle of fatigued mess. So do remember to get a good night's sleep. First to Scholar's Harbour. Try as she might, Tataru had no chance of standing between you and a hearty meal. Don't worry, we saved some for you. Has thou perchance had the opportunity to partake of the rainbow pudding? Owing to its striking flavor and somewhat garish appearance, it is quite popular. Indeed, so popular that the last stand stock have been entirely exhausted. I should hope at the very least pudding weighed its sup upon this most delectable of desserts. Kene'zi, come to make a trio or quartet, have you? Please, have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink.
Your business with Tataru is finished.
Yeah, she actually gave me this outfit.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine.
Drink your ale, big man.
But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
You've nothing left to prove. Not Irene, nor Minfilia.
Is aught the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just... Well, lately I find myself surprised at how much I've changed. How much we've all changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust is settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope.
Aye!
And I dare say it is time to bow out.
Say it's time to bow
After
out.
all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after.
Good point.
But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change.
Hi. I am currently...
Traveling the
There's
world.
cutscene.
Going wherever the wind blows.
Lending
Lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Yeah, but you're...
Aye. Well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Hydaelyn? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
Yeah, you can't have me being your messenger.
'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Yes,
Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you.
of course.
And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Speaking of which, I need to do the Eden raids as well.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
To those who are no longer with us. Oh. Pizza. And so they had banter for a while. Until the sun doth rise. Speaking of which, you can always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. A pity mine take a perverse pleasure in it. I'd like to think I give as good as I get, though I'd fare better with the occasional assist from our consummate nodder. But it's all in good fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Say, Kene'zi, whence came this simulacrum to stand up beside thee? You're drunk, Urianger. Huh? I see falsely. Hydaelyn, Thancred, roads ago employed the self-same doubling magic. Alright then. Keep thy secrets. He's drunk! Leaving so soon? I suppose it's for the best. You'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with Urianger. I dare say the others would welcome your company as well. If you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Please tell me these aren't mutually exclusive. Oh, they're back up here again. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, look! there's Pudding Way! Ah, Kene'zi, I've come to the studium in order to study the ways of pudding. Alas, my creations don't jiggle as they should just yet. But I persevere. Graha? You try speaking with Alize, but she is fast asleep. Of course, with Graha's presence, a Final Fantasy III motif makes sense. Look, there's Kryl.
Oh.
That's more meditation than sleep.
Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Graha?
This feels familiar.
Hello there, Graha.
Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Good morning, sleepyheads.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
Huh?
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
Oh, that's just...
So, what are the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Actually... It's a secret. God, didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes, and the next, I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick bout of training. But I'll sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's enough reading for one day. As we don't know how long we'll be away, I'd best return these books before we depart. And eat, I'm absolutely famished. What about you? Actually, I just had some. I see. Perhaps I'll stop at the last stand on my way back. Nothing else, these two seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex taking for some proper rest. Even if I have to drag them by the ears. Deploy pudding way. Anyway, yes, something happened. This no longer is Catboy, now is... Where is the button? No longer Catboy. Now...
Lizard.
To the Levier estate! Anyway, thank you for following Chronically Kiki. Oh, look! Wow, Estinian out of his battle armor for a change. What? Surely this isn't the first time you see me without my armor. No, only the second time.
Oh. What brings you here?
I came to check up on you guys.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
I am sorry, I was held up.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
Booze.
The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
I suppose I ought to thank you both as well.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Hydaelyn meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
We stand together. I am surprised you could stand at all. Bum 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 bum. To Ojika Tsunjika. A few of our comrades decided to remain a while in Sharlayan after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass any on your way here? All that remains is to return to the annex and give my armor one last polish. I expect Alphino's maintenance to carry out on those floating things of his too. Dun dun dun. Ojika Tsunjika. Welcome back, Kene'zi. Returned to catch a final few weeks before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. We are about to go to the one place that hasn't been affected by the final days. Space. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Lease? Oh, never mind. Oh, it's the Druxy man. Shinryu Xenos.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you?
My enemy, my friend.
And what was it that you sought in me?
There we go. The clock's just ticked over. And thus it dawns. The day of reckoning. It's quiet.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Oh, Tataru looks like...
Wait!
What? Hmm?
Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
You too, Tataru.
unto the heavens. Well, let me check. I do believe that is where we'll leave it for tonight. As for now, I'll need to edit the VOD, but hey, we'll get that handled real quick. But first, let's raid. Let's see. Following. Who among my following list is currently live? Yeah, I have an idea. I have an idea. So, good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.